Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is May 10th, and we'll be looking at CNO. And here we have the daily of CNO. And we can, just like in the past videos, we had this bubble. We said the bubble had to fix itself. It did. Came down here. We said it needed to see if it wanted to test the bar. It did. 1 day only. At which time we said that the moving averages did not support it going and putting the hurt on the bar. It did not do anything more to the bar and is hanging around. So what is it doing? Well, we know that we have resistance at 790, which it slammed into today and then backed off. Well, why did it not just hang around and defeat its little opponent? Well, there are some clues, and we are in a flat line. Most of it is in a flat line. We only have a couple stragglers, and we are not pointed up yet. And there is a reason for that. Well, besides the resistance, this is when we will dig into our little bag of secondary indicators and see what they're saying. So we have the MACD, and the MACD is still pointed down. We do not have a crossover yet. The MACD histogram is also in the negative area, and the stochastic is still pointing down, which all sounds bad, but really it is not bad at all. And the RSI is high. So what is all of this telling us? Well, the MACD is not far away from a crossover, so that's good. It'd be nicer if it was pointed up, but it has this resistance that it's dealing with, and we need an up move to really take that out and switch this. Also, the MACD histogram is very, very low in the negative area, which is also great. And the stochastic is slightly pointing down and is not far away from its trigger line either. So what does all of this mean? It means that we need a positive day to come up and whack the shorts that are hanging out at 790. And once we have put the hurt on them, all of this will turn up. It'll all be bullish, and this can go on its merry way. There is no resistance above the single resistance area. So what target can we expect from that? Well, there's nothing that we have right here that's going to tell us what that level is. Now we can look back at previous moves and see what they're telling us. Well, a good run happens from the bottom peak of the MACD histogram to the top peak of the MACD histogram. In this case, on the last run, it was down here at the 680 level. This was a long peak underneath, and the move all the way to the high peak was about $1.20, a little bit more than $1.20. And personally, I can't see CNO going past 9 at the moment. I mean, you never know, but should, and this is just speculation, but if this is all that it's going to do on the underside of the MACD histogram this time around, and then it's going to turn around, go through the zero line, and go up, if it were to make a complete peak, we could say that let's see, this right here is about 720, and the peak was $8. It's 80 cents. So if it turned around here and went all the way to the top on the MACD histogram, could we count on 80 cents? Would that make sense? I think that it would. That definitely would turn all the other indicators over, except for the RSI, which can hang around here for quite some time. So these definitely have enough room in them, should they turn around, to go that high, bring the price up that high. Could it make it to $9? Well, of course it could. It could make it to $50. But realistically, that seems somewhat realistic to me. That's only, 30 cents above the spike, the biggest spike that we had. So it definitely needs to chum around here until it can wear out to that resistance, and then it will be on its way. And assuming that the MACD doesn't go lower from this point and then decide to loop up, everything is good. Now, the overall market is going to have a huge impact on what this is going to do. We need the momentum of the overall market to break that resistance. That is what it is. So, should the market fall apart, absolutely, this is at a flat line. It can cross over quickly and dump. So I would definitely have some sort of stop to protect yourself, especially if you're in the profit zone. You want to protect that. Now, where do you want to put that stop? Could be the low here, could be the low here. Either one of those seems appropriate, but if this did decide to tank out of the blue, we have a news-driven event, something that spooks the market, and it decides to run away. Definitely protect yourself. This is favoring bulls right now. The overall market is favoring bulls right now, but be prepared for anything, and we shall see what it does over the next couple of days. If it can wear out that resistance, I think that it is very likely that it could. That you have a higher low is a good indicator, a higher high good indicator. So have some patience and be careful, and that's all that we can do. So good luck to all the good CNOers, and I will update this tomorrow or the next day, whenever there's some development that definitely warrants an update. As always, all investing decisions are your own, and this chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only.